So Clay has requested, here's the a little video clip of the 110. Unfortunately the camera on the phone is just rooted after I was digging out, it's got dust in it, so I think from what I can see it's a wee bit blurry, but you'll get a chance to hear the engine run and one thing and another, and hopefully we'll be able to get enough detail that you can see what's what. So it is really clean. I have taken stuff like the wheel arches off and obviously the transfer stickers, doors, one thing or another off on the paint, you know, when I painted it. As you can see underneath, it is nice and clean. I've just got it out of the shed, as I say, and went through some sheep shit, so hence I had to wash the tyres and the wheel arches off, but yeah, as you can see it's nice and clean. The detailing's pretty cool. These are original from Land Rover, these V8 3.5 litre badges. These transfers are the ones that I redid, absolutely factory original. As you can see, the hinges are all nice and clean and one thing or another. Nice bit of detail around them with all the rubbers nice and clean, all around the windscreen hinges and air vents. As I said, it's slightly wet still because I've just washed it. I do think this is a bit blurry, so you're not going to get the best view, but hopefully you can get enough. Same under the back, very clean indeed. I've got lots of stone chips under the arches because they are gravel roads around here, but the chassis is all nice and black. Again, factory original. Nothing's been painted underneath at all. The only thing on the back here is that I have actually, there's a bit of a spider's web, I have actually repainted the rear cross member. Just because it wasn't rusty, but it just, you know, I got a few knocks from trailers and things being hitched up, and new nuts and washers on the tabs that hold the body on. So roof was painted, as well as the body. The right rivets, or the correct rivets that are meant to be clear or non-painted, are thus. They were all drilled out prior to going away for paint. The ones that should be painted were left in, as per from the factory. New Land Rover badge is made, and again the V8 transfer is as it should be. Interior wise, the seats are in good condition. They're not, there is a bit of wear in them, but they are still very serviceable. The dash itself is in really good shape. Got two little splits just by the ashtray there, which is very common. But all round, the cluster and what have you is nice and clear. We've done 157,469 kilometres, which is about roughly 98,000 miles. One owner vehicle other than myself, and I bought it from the original owner. It's a 5-speed. Centre box, there's the original brochure and service records in there. They don't really say much. First couple of services are in there, and then it was done by a local garage, which is pretty usual out here. Headline is in good shape. Rear seats in good shape. New matting to the original spec on the floor. The fronts are the same, that's just in there for dirty feet. We'll go around the back. Pretty clean, a new mat in there again. The seats are in pretty good order. There's a few marks sort of on the sides for where things have been carried, but again, in pretty good nick. Headline, you can see probably better from there. And back door covers in good shape for one of these. Moving around to the engine bay. Where are we here? Quite hard with the camera in your hand. Hang on, let me put it down. Right. Engine bay's lovely and clean. All as expected and should be. No rust. Still the anodised look on the steering column and on the pipes for the power steering. And and underside of the bonnet. The bonnet had a bit of a repair because it was a little bit damaged when I got it. It'd come up at some point and sort of got a bit of a twist and a bend in it, but I had it repaired perfectly by an Aston Martin aluminium expert, and he's made a perfect job of it, so that's really good. So I'll start her up. Now this has been in the shed for 6 months, and I've just got it out and drove it half a kilometre down the road, so we'll see how it runs. Now it's still cold, and this one is lovely. It really does run so quietly and smoothly. Remember, it's still cold, there's no choke, and it is so quiet. You can just hear it loading a little bit. You can just hear the timing chain, but nothing untoward. I'm not going to rev it hard because it's cold, but yeah, very, very nice indeed. So the original paint colour sticker, I've actually sort of done more damage pressure washing it than anything else with that. The original sticker on the top of the airbox. Things are nicely full and all serviced. Everything's been done. No leaky swivels. Very, very clean and dry under there. Bottoms of the doors are all good. There's a little tiny bit just where they do go that's only surface rust, and I haven't treated it because I just don't want to touch it really, but let me get this in focus. Just above the door latch. Just a tiny little bit there that really wants rubbing back and painting, but I'd rather whoever buys it deal with it because it's something they can do themselves and they can see that it's actually just a little bit of surface rust. Other than that, I would say you're not going to find a better really original, apart from just a nice repaint and a service. She's got 4 new tyres on the Maxxis mudders, which are quite nice and they drive very nice on the road. I haven't balanced the rims. It goes down the road at 60 and 70 miles an hour without any shimmer or vibration. So quite often with these live axle vehicles you don't need to balance them to get them to drive right. I hope that helps, and let me know what you think.